All right, welcome back. We're heading to Arlington, and we're going to hear some of the major headlines that are happening there. Scott Brodbeck with Arlington now live with us to break it down. All right, Scott, a lot of construction redevelopment happening in Arlington County, but this Macy's in Ballston, people are going to, it's not the Macy's that they're going to have an issue with. It's a left turn. What's going on with this left turn?
Right, so the Macy's in Ballston is going bye-bye. If you like shopping there, you're going to have to find another Macy's in a few years because that is going to get closed and redeveloped as an apartment building. And on the ground floor of that apartment building will be a grocery store. We don't know which grocery store yet. There are some rumors of a Wegmans, which I would love personally.
Oh, wow.
But en route to the grocery store, for the folks who are driving south on Glebe Road, there's going to be a left turn lane to get to the parking lot. And that is ruffling the feathers of some of the people who do planning in Arlington, because it's going to be a traffic mess, is what they fear.
Yeah, well, listen, the cult following, we don't know what it is, but if the speculation, let's say, is a Wegmans, the cult following behind a supermarket like a Wegmans is huge. And if you've got a line of people at 3 o'clock every day, right as rush hour's starting, trying to turn left and stopping traffic on Glebe, which already has a ton of traffic, I could see why residents are upset about this. Any plans to maybe debate this? Is this already in the works? Do we know the left turn will happen?
So this is being discussed in the County Planning Commission, and they're saying it's the most discussed left turn in at least a decade in Arlington. And it is because of that traffic and the pedestrians who are in that area. You know, we have an office there. You got a lot of cars and a lot of people that want to get places.
Yep.
We do not know for sure. Nothing's final until the county board approves it. But it seems like it's going to happen because the grocery store is totally insisting on it, and Arlington County likes having their grocery stores, so yeah. I think we can probably expect it to happen. Oh,
yeah, for sure. I mean, and you're going to have to get people into that grocery store, whatever the establishment may be, so I get it. I love Arlington County residents. They get really worked up about pickleball, left turns, first world problems, like they say on Twitter. All right, let's move on to a major rally that's planned at Courthouse in support of unionized Starbucks employees. We've seen several shops, even in Maryland, try and unionize. This is a big deal, especially in Virginia.
So the Courthouse Starbucks near the county government headquarters is the first in Arlington to unionize. And the labor leaders, local elected officials are going to be holding a rally there on Friday. And it's going to involve the head of the national AFL-CIO. It's going to be pretty big. You know, some county board members are going to be there. But one thing that's interesting about this is they're going to have teachers unions, and they're going to say, hey, do not buy teachers Starbucks gift cards as end-of-year presents as long as Starbucks is kind of opposing some of these unionization efforts. Excuse me.
That's interesting. And the AFL-CIO, we know, is one of the largest union organization in the country, so I'm sure they're getting a lot of help there. We'll see what happens there. And, of course, Starbucks has really fought against the unionizations of these independent stores. But let's talk about this story, because this may be the best one that you guys have. You guys asked an AI to write some Arlington fan fiction. What did they come up with?
Well, we were having fun with this AI. We had it write a number of different stories. One, we envisioned a peppermint mocha shortage, which would be devastating here in Arlington, of course. We had an X-Files script with some paranormal activity at an Arlington County Civic Federation meeting. We had it sing the praises of a potential Roslyn to Georgetown gondola. And they were effusive praises for that gondola, as well as Amazon's HQ2. And then we asked it to kind of talk nicely about Arlington in general, and the AI on its own came up with the Air Force Memorial, the Tomb of the Unknowns, and the Iwo Jima Memorial as three of the big highlights in Arlington, in its opinion.
Wow. That's pretty cool. I like that. And I think that you play around with the tropes of the county in not a hurtful way, and people enjoy reading some of that. It's satire, it's comedy, it's a little bit of everything. All right, Scott Brodbeck, we appreciate. Please keep us posted on this left turn. If it's the most hotly debated left turn in a decade, we need updates.
Will do.
All right. Thank you, Scott. We're going to take a quick break. Before that,